students. Today we will start our sixth experiment, and the name of the experiment is determination of voltage regulation of a alternator by direct loading. So the apparatus required for these experiments are alternator set. The specification is 1 kVA single phase 230 volt 50 Hz. Quantity is 2. Load box 2.5 kilowatt per phase, that is 440 volt single phase. So this 440 volt you should write 230 volt. It is a slight print. I mean, it's an error. It will not be 440. It will be 230 volt. Now we have incandescent lamp 100 watt each, having 230 volt 50 hertz. The quantity is 3. Voltmeter is of moving iron type. The range is 0 to 300 volt 50 hertz. Similarly, ammeter is also of moving iron type with current ranging from 0 to 5 ampere 50 hertz. This is also one each required. Now combination plier. The combination plier is 15 centimeter insulated and screwdriver is 15 centimeter insulated, each of 1 units. Now we will also require a knife and a neon tester, connecting wire which will have 3 by 22 SWG flexible copper wires. It has been connected 25 meters, but the amount of wire which you require you may write. Now the theory. In case of small machine, direct loading method is adopted to determine the voltage regulation. When an alternator is loaded, its terminal voltage drop due to drop in voltage winding resistance, leakage reactance and armature reaction. The regulation of alternator is defined as the rise in voltage when full load is removed but keeping the speed and excitation constant, divided by rated terminal voltage. It is usually expressed as the percentage of rated terminal voltage. Percentage regulation is given by the formula E0 minus V divided by V into 100, where E0 minus V is not vectorial difference, it is the arithmetic difference. Capital V is the terminal voltage. E0 is equal to no load induced EMF per phase. The terminal voltage of alternator depends upon the power factor of the load. In case of leading power factor, the induced EMF is less than the terminal voltage. Hence, the regulation is negative in that case. But in the other two cases, lagging power factor and unity power factor, voltage regulation is positive. Now, you have to draw the circuit diagram which I have shown you in the next video, where the experiment has been performed, and you have to draw the diagram neatly. Now we will discuss the procedure. Procedure also you have to write in past tense, and you also have to elaborate it. The connect the alternator, single phase, load box, ammeter, voltmeter as per the circuit diagram. Keeping the load switch open, run the alternator at its rated speed, then adjust the field rheostat to produce rated voltage. Now take the reading or voltage reading to get terminal voltage at no load condition, that is E0. Close the load switch and apply load in each step. Now note the terminal voltage at each step. That reading is terminal voltage at load condition, that is capital V. Now the in the observation part I have written for you the load current, terminal voltage, the in E0 terminal voltage, that is capital V, which will be the no load voltage, and the terminal voltage has been written. So you have to determine the voltage regulation by putting the formula E0 minus V divided by V into 100. So this observation was based on the experiment which will be shown you in the next video. So this observation, after this observation we will have to calculate. From the above observation we get terminal voltage at both load and no load condition, that is E0 and V. So we can calculate the voltage regulation of alternator from the formula E0 minus V divided by V into 100 will give you the regulation. Now the conclusion. The voltage regulation in this method is adopted since it is a small machine for regulation of alternator. It is concluded that the load of an alternator is varied, the terminal voltage V also varied. So we have some review questions also. Define voltage regulation of an alternator. Why alternators rated in kVA? Define synchronous impedance. Why this method is performed in small machine for finding out regulation. What are different methods of regulation of voltage regulation? So thank you for watching, students.